Welcome to the X Factor presented by Xfinity. Alongside the Pro Bowler TJ Lang, I'm Dannie Rogers. This is our very last show of the year, the season finale. Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur, they've already clinched their playoff spot. So Detroit Lions, they're going to try to play spoiler once again this week as the Packers come to play at Ford Field. TJ, you've got some X Factors who need to step up for the Lions if they want to get a win in their season finale, and then the Green Bay Packers if they want to end their regular season on a high note like they've done all season long. All right, so we're going Packers first. TJ, who you got?
Well, we'll see who plays, right? I think we'll have to see how the week develops. Usually when a team has the one seed locked up, you'll see them rest a lot of guys, especially with how many veteran guys Green Bay has. You know, Aaron Rodgers dealing with the toe for the last, 5 or 6 weeks. Is he going to play? I know he said he wants to play, but we'll see who wins that battle. But, yeah, he's got to be the X factor. I think he's just playing at an incredibly high level again, another MVP-like season, just shy of 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 4 turnovers. He's a special player. I mean, he makes a lot of plays. You take a look at his touchdown throw last week to Devontae against the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to line him up in the slot 5 wide, and he's just going to run a simple kind of shake and, a little slant, get up the field. I don't know. Minnesota decides they don't want to cover one of the best receivers in the NFL, which is a big mistake, and they make him pay. And that connection between those two guys has been so impressive this year. Those guys are just hard to stop. And Aaron Rodgers, he's the leader of that team. He has been for a long time. They've got the 1 seed for a reason because he's playing at an elite level. Now, if he doesn't play, we'll take a look at Jordan Love. I think I would expect to see Jordan Love play, if not start this week. You go back to that game against Kansas City, and I know they lost a tough one, 13-7, kind of Jordan Love's coronation into the NFL, his first start, getting a lot of playing time and did some good things. Take a look at this touchdown pass. I mean, the first thing that sticks out is the pocket awareness, right? Kansas City is going to bring really what's an empty pressure. They bring one too many, kind of put the left tackle in a bind. 2 guys end up coming free. He buys just an extra second, stepping back. He throws this ball off his back foot and puts it in a spot where Allen Lazard can only make a play. Lazard does the rest, sneaks in for a touchdown, gets him back into that game. So Jordan Love's a guy that I know there's going to be a lot of eyes watching him, right? Just when you talk about the future of Aaron Rodgers, where is he going to be next year? Is he going to return to Green Bay? Is he going to be playing somewhere else? I think a lot of that is still left to be determined, but a lot of people want to see how Jordan Love's going to play. And he's a good athlete too. He's a big kid. He stands about 6'5", and he can run the ball a little bit too. So for this Detroit Lions defense, you're going to need some big plays to stop those 2 guys.
The quarterback situation in Detroit is still a little fluid. Head coach Dan Campbell not 100% sure if Jared Goff will make the start. So that means former Aaron Rodgers backup Tim Boyle from Green Bay might get that start. So that'll be an interesting one if Boyle goes up against his former team and we see both backups there for the season finale. But for Detroit, TJ, who needs to step up if the Lions want to end this season on a high note?
Well, I know it was tough watching the film from that Seattle game, just the way that Seattle was able to run the ball just at ease, really, for the majority of that game. But a guy that has had a nice season, has stepped up into a bigger role, was known as pretty much primarily a special team guy the first couple years of his career, but now has stepped into a starting linebacker position. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, he seems to always make a couple plays every game that kind of splash, that kind of show you what kind of athlete he is. He's been a pretty sure tackler for most of the season, and he's a guy that's really earned his starting position. I know he's been playing a lot more with injuries, but he's earned a role in this defense, and it'll be interesting to see what his future is with this team. But you take a look at play from last week's game. He's lined up just in the right A gap, right? Seattle's been doing a nice job running the ball the whole game. Nice job of reacting right off the snap, right? He gets a really good jump. As soon as the ball snapped, he's reading the offensive lineman. He's reading 73. He's reading the center. Those guys, when they come vertical down the field at you, like 73 is kind of staring right at him, you know it's a run. You have to read, you have to react, you have to go make a play. And that's what he did on this play. Nice job just kind of getting skinny there through the A-gap, avoiding the block on 73 and getting the tackle for loss. Jalen, hasn't been a starter for the whole season, but he's 4th on the team in tackles with 75. He's got 4 TFLs, two of them coming against Seattle. This is something that I'd like to see him continue to improve on in his game is that reaction time, right? Reading the offensive lineman, reading your keys, and reacting and going making a play. He stood out a couple times last week against Seattle, but as a unit, that defense, that's not really how you want to end your season by having Seattle just kind of run the ball all over the place. But another area of Jalen's game that's been incredibly impressive is making plays in the biggest moments. Right, we saw earlier in the season against Minnesota at Minnesota, where he forces a fumble late in that game, gives the ball back to the offense. They have a chance. They end up going up, have a chance to win that game. Same thing against Atlanta, right? Big third down late in the game. Coach trusted the defense to get off the field. And this play was just incredible when you look at it. Atlanta's an empty formation. Detroit's got 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage, right? As soon as this ball's caught, just pause it right there and look at the blockers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys wearing black jerseys. 1, 2, 3 line defenders out there. Just that should tell you it should be a huge play, if not maybe a touchdown. He gets past those 3 guys. But Jalen's going to do an incredible job of hustling down the line of scrimmage and punching that ball out and getting the ball back to his team, to his offense, to give them a chance to go win the game. That's been a huge improvement from his style of play, is chasing after the ball, the effort he uses, and punching the ball and getting the ball out. He's done it twice now this season, really in the biggest moments in those 2 games that he made those plays. And he's a guy that I'm excited about. I think he's shown not only this team, but really the rest of the league that he deserves to be a starting linebacker in this league. And hopefully, I know he's going to be a free agent at the end of this year, but hopefully it's in Detroit, because he's done a lot of really good things, and he's going to have to continue to do it this week against Green Bay.
We know head coach Dan Campbell has appreciated Germ's effort and his improvement throughout this season. So, of course, he'll be a big key against this Green Bay Packers offense come Sunday. All right, TJ, thank you so much for joining us for our very final X Factor presented by Xfinity.